78% of full-time workers in the US live paycheck to paycheck. If that number just punched you in the gut, stick around. By tomorrow night, you'll know exactly what every single one of your dollars is doing, and they'll all be home before curfew. Today, in this audiobook, you are going to take one step ahead, one step closer to becoming a financially confident and truly wealthy person. By the end of this journey, you will not just understand money. You will control it. You will make every dollar work for you, instead of working for money. No more guessing where it goes. No more stress at the end of the month. No more wondering how to get ahead. Today, you start building your financial freedom. And it all begins with one simple system: zero-based budgeting. I'm no financial expert. I'm just a regular person who once opened 3 new credit cards to pay off the 2 I had maxed out. It was a total mess. Then zero-based budgeting saved me. In the few minutes, I'll show you how it can save you 2 before dinner. Chapter 1. The money problem. If you've ever looked at your bank balance and thought, "Where did all my money go?" You're not alone. Millions of people earn decent money. Yet at the end of the month, they're left with nothing. Sometimes even worse, they're in debt. Here's the truth. The problem isn't you. The problem is the way most of us have been taught to budget. Traditional budgeting sounds simple. You make money, you spend money, hopefully you save a little. But here's the catch. Most people don't really know where their money is going. They'll set a vague budget in their head: rent, food, bills, and the rest. But the rest slowly disappears. Coffee runs, online shopping, dinners out, subscriptions you forgot to cancel. All those small expenses creep in. By the time the month ends, the money is gone. And if something unexpected happens, a flat tire, a medical bill, a last-minute trip, it wrecks everything. So what do most people do? They swipe the credit card. They dip into savings, if they have any. And the cycle repeats itself. Let me give you a quick example. Meet Sarah. Sarah makes $3,200 a month after taxes. Her rent is $1,100. Her car payment and insurance cost $400. Groceries run about $350. Utilities, another $200. On paper, she should have more than $1,000 left. But by the end of the month, Sarah is broke. Every single month. She swears she doesn't spend much. But when we sat down and tracked her spending, guess what we found? Streaming subscriptions she forgot about. Takeout 3 nights a week. Target trips that started with just one thing and ended with a full cart. And suddenly, the missing $1,000 made perfect sense. Here's the key lesson. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you assign. If you don't give every single dollar a job, it will disappear. Traditional budgeting leaves you frustrated, confused, and often ashamed. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are not bad with money. You just don't have the right system yet. In the next chapter, we're going to break down what that system is and how it can change your finances in just 24 hours. It's called zero-based budgeting. And once you learn it, you'll never look at your paycheck the same way again. Chapter 2. What is zero-based budgeting? So what exactly is zero-based budgeting? Let's keep it simple. Zero-based budgeting, or ZBB, means every single dollar you earn gets a job. Every single dollar. Yes, every single dollar. Your paycheck comes in, and instead of letting it sit in your account until it slowly disappears, you decide exactly where each dollar goes. Rent, groceries, gas, savings, debt, fun money. Every dollar is told what to do. Here's the formula, and I want you to remember it. Income minus expenses equals 0. Let's say you earn $3,000 a month. When you budget with ZBB, you will assign all $3,000 to categories. Maybe $1,000 for rent, $350 for groceries, $200 for utilities, $250 toward debt, $200 into savings, $100 for entertainment, and so on, until you've told every dollar where to go. Now, here's where people sometimes get confused. When I say your budget equals zero, I don't mean your bank account is empty. I mean there are zero unassigned dollars floating around. Nothing is left without a purpose. Think of it this way. Imagine your money is like a team of workers. If you don't assign jobs, some of them will wander off. They'll take a long coffee break. They'll disappear for hours. And at the end of the day, you'll wonder why nothing got done. But if you give every worker a task, suddenly the whole team is productive. Every dollar is working for you. That's the power of zero-based budgeting. Now let's pause here. I want you to think about how you've been budgeting or not budgeting up until now. Do you have dollars with no clear job? Do you spend whatever's left after bills on whatever? If so, that's exactly why money keeps slipping through your fingers. Zero-based budgeting is not about restriction. It's about control. It doesn't say, you can't have coffee. It says, if you want coffee, budget for it. The difference? When you spend, you'll know you chose it. And when you save, you'll know exactly where that money is going. In the next chapter, we'll take the first step, knowing your numbers. Because before you can assign your dollars jobs, you need to know how many dollars you actually have. This is where things start to get real. Chapter 3. Step 1. Know your numbers. Before you can build a zero-based budget, you need to know exactly what you're working with. That means getting crystal clear about your income and your expenses. Think of this step as turning the lights on in a dark room. Without it, you're just guessing. With it, you see everything clearly. So let's start with your income. How much money is actually coming in every month? Not your before taxes number, but your real take-home pay. That's the number you can actually use. If you have a regular salary, this is simple. But if you're paid hourly, freelance, or your income changes month to month, don't worry. We'll work with your average. Take the last 3 months, add them up, and divide by 3. That's your starting point. Now comes the harder part, expenses. And this is where most people get surprised. Here's what I want you to do. Pull out your bank statements and credit card statements from the last 1 to 3 months. Yes, all of them. Don't rely on memory. Your memory says you hardly ever eat out. Your bank statement might tell a different story. Next, write down every expense you see. Rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, car payments, insurance, gas, streaming subscriptions, coffee shops, takeout, everything. Don't judge yourself. Don't feel guilty. Right now, we're not fixing, we're observing. This is about awareness. Once you've got the list, put expenses into 2 groups, fixed and variable. Fixed are things that stay the same each month. Rent, car payment, insurance. Variable are the ones that change. Groceries, dining out, shopping, entertainment. Here's the magic moment. Add it all up. Compare your total income to your total expenses. For some people, the numbers already line up. For others, expenses are higher than income, and that's why you're stuck in debt. And for a lucky few, income is higher, but the extra money just disappears. Now you see the truth. This is your starting point. This is your financial reality, not the one you imagine, but the one your numbers prove. And here's the good news. Once you know your numbers, you have power. You can't control what you don't measure. But once you measure it, you can control it. In the next chapter, we'll take this raw information and start assigning jobs to every dollar. This is where zero-based budgeting really comes alive. And it's the step that will change your finances forever. Chapter 4. Step 2. Assign every dollar. This is the heart of zero-based budgeting. You've gathered your numbers. You know what's coming in and you know what's going out. Now we're going to put every single dollar to work. Remember the rule. Income minus expenses equals 0. Here's how we're going to do it step by step. If you can grab a pen and paper, or open the Notes app on your phone, because this is the moment we start building your real budget. Step 1. Write down your total monthly income. Not a guess. Not before taxes. The exact number that actually lands in your bank account. Step 2. Start listing your categories. Begin with essentials. Housing, your rent or mortgage. Utilities, gas, water, electricity, internet. Groceries. Transportation, gas, car payment, insurance, bus pass. Debt payments. These are the non-negotiables. The things that keep life running. Step 3. Write down your wants. Entertainment. Subscriptions. Dining out. Shopping. Hobbies. Don't be afraid to list them. This isn't about cutting everything fun. It's about giving fun money a place in the plan. Step 4. Savings and goals. This could be an emergency fund, retirement, a vacation, anything you want to build toward. These are just as important as bills, because they protect your future. Now, here's where the magic happens. Take your income and start assigning dollars to each category. Be specific. Not about $300 for groceries. Write $320 for groceries. Not some money for savings. Write $200 for savings. Keep going until you've given every dollar a job. Let's walk through an example together. Say you make $3,000 a month. Housing, $1,000. Utilities, $200. Groceries, $350. Transportation, $300. Debt payments, $250. That leaves you with $900. Now assign the rest. Savings, $400. Entertainment, $200. Dining out, $150. Miscellaneous, $150. And now your budget is at zero. Every dollar has a place. Take a second to look at your numbers. Does anything feel off? Too much going to one category? Not enough for another? Good news, you can adjust. Your budget is not set in stone. It's a living plan. Here's the difference between this system and every failed budget you've tried before. This one is intentional. You're not saying, I hope there's money left over. You're saying, I've already decided where it will go, and that decision changes everything. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to adjust and stick to your budget when real life happens. Because life will test your plan, and that's okay. I'll show you how to roll with the punches without falling off track. Chapter 5. Step 3. Adjust and stick to it. Here's the truth. No budget survives untouched. Life is unpredictable. You can plan every dollar perfectly, and then your car breaks down. Or you get invited to a last-minute birthday dinner. Or your kid needs new shoes sooner than expected. This is normal. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means you need to adjust. Here's the rule. If you overspend in one category, you don't quit, you shift. Think of your budget like a set of buckets. If groceries spill over, you scoop a little out of dining out. If the electric bill is higher than expected, maybe entertainment gets trimmed. The key is this: you move money around, but you don't create new money out of thin air. Let's do an example. Say you set aside $350 for groceries, but this month you spend $400. That's $50 over. Instead of saying, I blew my budget, forget it. You reassign $50 from another category. Maybe you take $20 from dining out, $20 from entertainment, and $10 from miscellaneous. Now the math is balanced again. You're still at zero. No shame, no guilt, or just adjustment. This flexibility is why zero-based budgeting works long-term. Because life doesn't follow a perfect script, and your budget doesn't need to either. Now let's talk about irregular expenses. These are the sneaky ones: car repairs, medical bills, holiday gifts, annual insurance payments. Most people forget about them and then panic when they arrive. But with zero-based budgeting, we plan ahead. Here's how: create sinking funds. A sinking fund is just a small bucket where you set aside money each month for something you know is coming. For example, If Christmas usually costs you $600, divide that by 12. That's $50 a month. Add it to your budget. By December, you're ready. No credit cards required. The same works for car repairs. Set aside $40 or $50 a month in a car fund. When the mechanic bill shows up, you're covered. Now, how do you stick to your plan? Here are 3 keys. Number 1, track as you go. Don't wait until the month is over. Every time you spend, update your budget. This can be with an app, a spreadsheet, or even pen and paper. Number 2, review weekly. Pick one day, maybe Sunday night, and sit down for 10 minutes. Check in with your numbers. Ask, am I on track? Do I need to adjust? 10 minutes a week keeps you in control. Number 3, make it personal. Budget for things you actually enjoy. If eating out with friends matters to you, keep it in the plan. If you love books, coffee, or hobbies, budget for them. A budget you hate is a budget you'll quit. But a budget that includes joy is one you'll actually stick with. Zero-based budgeting is not about saying no. It's about saying yes with confidence. Yes to fun. Yes to saving. Yes to a plan that finally works. In the next chapter, I'll walk you through the 24-hour reset plan, an hour-by-hour guide to building your first zero-based budget today. You'll finish that chapter with a complete budget in just one day. Chapter 6, the 24-hour reset plan. You've learned the system. You understand zero-based budgeting. Now it's time to put it into action in just one day. This chapter is your 24-hour challenge. Hour by hour, I'll walk you through exactly what to do. By the end of today, you will have a complete zero-based budget ready to go. So let's dive in. Hour 1. Gather your numbers. Your first task is simple. Collect everything. Bank statements, credit card statements, pay stubs, bills, anything that shows money coming in and money going out. If you use online banking, log in now and pull up the last 2 or 3 months. This is your raw material. Hour 2. Write down your income. Take your pen and paper or your budgeting app and write your total monthly income. Not the estimate. Not before taxes. The exact number that actually lands in your account. If your income changes, take your 3-month average. Hour 3. List your fixed expenses. Write down everything that stays the same each month. Rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance, subscriptions that don't change. These are your non-negotiables. Hour 4. List your variable expenses. Now capture the things that change month to month. Groceries, gas, dining out, shopping, entertainment. These are flexible, and later you'll decide how much you want to assign. Hour 5. List your debts, credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans. Write the minimum payments and keep this list visible. Debt is part of your budget, and we'll give it a job too. Hour 6. Decide your savings goals. This is where you write down what you're building toward. Emergency fund, vacation, holiday spending, retirement. Choose 1 or 2 to focus on right now. Later, you can expand. Hour 7. Assign your first dollar. Start with your essentials. Housing, utilities, food, transportation. Cover these first, because survival comes before extras. Hour 8. Assign to debt and savings. Take what's left after essentials. Put some toward debt. Put some toward savings. Even if it's small, $20 or $50, it counts. This step builds momentum. Hour 9. Assign to fun money. Yes, you heard me right. Budget for fun. Give yourself permission to enjoy guilt-free. Maybe it's $50, maybe it's $150. The point is, you plan it so you don't overspend later. Hour 10. Check the math. Add up everything you've assigned. Subtract from your total income. Are you at 0? If not, adjust. Move dollars until the balance is exact. Hours 11 to 15. Fine-tune and adjust. Take a break. Come back with fresh eyes. Look at your categories. Do they reflect your values? Are you putting too much in wants and not enough in savings? Shift if needed. Hours 16 to 20. Plan for irregular expenses. Create sinking funds. Car repairs. Christmas. Medical. Even if you can only set aside $10 or $20 a month. Start now. Hours 21 to 22. Choose your tracking system. Decide how you'll keep track. A notebook. An app. A spreadsheet. It doesn't matter which. It matters that you'll use it. Hours 23 to 24. Commit and celebrate. By now, you have a complete zero-based budget. Every dollar has a job. You're in control. Take a deep breath and celebrate. Because in just 24 hours, you've done what most people avoid for years. From this moment forward, your money is working for you, not the other way around. In the next chapter, we'll look beyond today. Because zero-based budgeting isn't just a one-day reset, it's a tool that can transform your entire financial future. Chapter 7. Beyond 24 hours. Building wealth. Congratulations. If you followed the last chapter, you now have a complete zero-based budget. Every dollar has a job. You've taken control of your money, and that's powerful. But here's the truth. This isn't just about one day. This is about building a future. Zero-based budgeting is the foundation. It's the tool that stops the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. But it's also the key to wealth. Think about it. When every dollar has a purpose, waste disappears. Money that used to vanish on impulse spending is now redirected. Some goes toward savings. Some goes toward debt. Some goes toward your dreams. And little by little, those small assignments add up to big results. Let's imagine. You cut $150 of lost spending each month and redirect it to debt. That's $1,800 a year. Over 5 years, nearly $9,000. That's a used car paid in cash. That's a big dent in student loans. That's freedom. Or let's say you take $100 a month and put it into savings. In a year, you've built a $1,200 emergency fund. That fund turns panic into peace. Because the next time life throws a curveball, you're ready. And once your emergency fund is in place, that same $100 can grow. Invested wisely, it compounds. Over 10 years, it could become thousands. Over 30 years, it could become hundreds of thousands. That's the long game of zero-based budgeting. It's not just about balancing bills. It's about buying your future back. Now let me be clear. This won't always feel easy. There will be months when you slip, when you overspend, when you forget to track. That's okay. The power isn't in perfection. It's in persistence. If you fall off, you just reset. You reassign. You keep moving. Because every time you return to the plan, you get stronger. You build habits. And those habits build wealth. So I want you to imagine your future self. Picture the day you pay off your last debt. Picture the freedom of opening your bank app and seeing savings instead of stress. Picture vacations that are paid in full before you ever leave. Picture retirement not as a fear, but as a choice. That's what zero-based budgeting unlocks. In the final chapter, we'll bring it all together. I'll remind you of the journey you've taken in just 24 hours and give you the encouragement to keep going. Because your money is no longer your master. It's your servant. And that changes everything. Chapter 8. Conclusion. Your new money story. Take a moment. Think about where you started just a few hours ago. Maybe you felt lost. Maybe you felt stuck. Maybe you believed money would always slip through your fingers. But now, you've taken control. You've built a zero-based budget. You've assigned every dollar a job. And you've proven to yourself that you can reset your finances in just 24 hours. Let's recap the journey. Step 1, you faced the money problem. You saw where traditional budgeting fails. Step 2, you learned the zero-based budgeting formula. Income minus expenses equals 0. Every dollar with a purpose. Step 3. You gathered your numbers. No more guessing. You faced your reality with courage. Step 4. You assigned every dollar. Housing, food, transportation, debt, savings, even fun money. Nothing left unassigned. Step 5. You adjusted. You learned that overspending isn't failure, it's feedback. You move dollars, you shift, you adapt. Step 6. You took the 24-hour challenge. Hour by hour, you built your plan. You finished with a real working budget in just one day. Step 7. You looked beyond the day. You saw how this system builds savings, how it destroys debt, how it creates freedom. And now here you are, at the end of this book, but at the beginning of a new money story. From this day forward, your money has a plan. From this day forward, you are the boss of your dollars. From this day forward, every paycheck will build the life you choose. So let me leave you with this challenge. Don't wait. Don't say, "I'll start next month." You've already started. Keep going. Because the truth is this: wealth doesn't come from luck. It comes from intention. It comes from consistency. It comes from you giving every dollar a job. Your future self is waiting. The one who is debt-free. The one who has savings. The one who can say yes to opportunities without fear. That version of you is possible. And zero-based budgeting is how you get there. So go out there. Live your budget. Rewrite your money story. And remember, you don't just make money, you make money work for you. If you want to listen to any books in the audio version, please drop a comment below. Your feedback helps me choose what to bring to you next. This channel is all about audiobook guides, simple steps to keep you learning, keep you growing, and keep you inspired. So if you found value today, don't forget to hit like. And if you want more guides just like this one, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss a new upload. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep inspiring yourself and others every single day. I'll see you in the next audiobook guide.